me and you and me. No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you. Happy together.
Something's gone wrong in the happy-go-lucky world of Nintendo. Introducing Super Smash Bros., where all your favorite characters go toe-to-toe in one 4-player star-studded slam fest, only on Nintendo 64.
The year was 1998, and 2D, two-player, fighting games were beginning to feel a bit samey. Kirby creator Masahiro Sakurai and current president and CEO of Nintendo, Satoru Iwata, began to work on a fighting game of their own. The prototype was called Dragon King the Fighting Game. The game really started to come together when Sakurai replaced the faceless fighters with the Nintendo mascots, allegedly without Nintendo's permission. The idea was later approved for a Japan-only release, and was eventually renamed On January 21st, 1999, Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 64 was released in Japan. Its success led to a North American release on April 26th later that year. In the opening, a toy of one of the fighters comes to life, a concept that comes back later. This opening also implies that the whole series might be taking place in someone's imagination. The series started out with 12 fighters, including Mario, Pikachu, and Link. These 12 fighters have basically become grandfathered veterans for the rest of the series. Super Smash Bros. Is not your average fighting game. Instead of a life bar, there is a percentage count. It goes up, not down. Instead of killing opponents, the goal is to knock them off the screen. The higher the percentage count, the easier this goal becomes. Items randomly appear during battles. Some are unique to the Smash Bros. Series, others are from existing Nintendo franchises. A mode where a single player versus a lineup of opponents, and a mode where you must break the targets can be found throughout the series. The next entry in the series was called Super Smash Bros. Melee. It was released for the GameCube in late 2001. It had 14 newcomers and included Bowser and Mewtwo. Single and multiplayer modes were changed and expanded upon. New features that became a staple of the series included the Home Run contest, in which the goal is to hit a sandbag as far as you can in 10 seconds using your attacks and a bat. Final Destination, a flat stage with no platforms or hazards. And trophies, collectible items that give details about various characters and things from differing properties. Super Smash Bros. Brawl was the third entry in the series and was released for the Wii in 2008. It had 18 newcomers. 2 of the newcomers were third-party, non-Nintendo characters. The first being Solid Snake from Konami's Metal Gear Solid, the second being Sega's Sonic the Hedgehog.
What Nintendo don't.
After a console war that defined a generation, Mario and Sonic can now physically fight each other for the first time. Brawl was the first, and possibly the last, Smash to have a story mode with cutscenes. New features that carried over to the next game. Stage Builder, customizable music, online modes, and the Smash Ball. The Smash Ball is a special item. If you hit this free-floating orb enough, you can use your final smash, a powerful, often screen-filling move that can KO at least one opponent. Apparently out of synonyms for battle, the most recent 2014 entry was simply called Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS and Wii U. This was the first time that an entry had 2 games in the same year. Also for the first time in the series, you can create your own fighters, change the movesets, change a stage to Final Destination mode, play Smash on a handheld, play with up to 8 players, and buy additional content, Amiibo's DLC. Amiibos, by the way, are figures that come to life in the game. DLC, or downloadable content, allows you to buy additional characters and costumes. This means that the number of fighters could change. Currently, there are at least 51 fighters in total. Several newcomers were hype train worthy and included Namco's Pac-Man and Capcom's Mega Man. Both versions have improved online functionality and feature 2 new modes, for fun and for glory. In conclusion, over the 16+ years, the series has had several changes. Characters, stages, and modes either disappeared or evolved. But one thing remains the same, the twisted joy of having Nintendo's happy-go-lucky mascots knock each other out.